They say you can tell when a politician is lying whenever you see his lips moving. Mayor McCarthy famously accused Lillian Hellman of writing lies, including the words and the. Whatever happens in the November election, the political landscape here is forever changed. Most of us were not paying attention, but we are now. I had family from Europe visiting last week. Apparently, it's much the same there. They are very suspect of the government and untrusting. At the vice presidential debate this week, we had Tim Walz defending illegal immigrants, the mentally insane, and mass shooters because we don't want to marginalize or vilify anyone. Yes, we're all xenophobic, homophobic, misogynist, sexist, and racist, but that's not how we live our lives. And we don't need politicians to tell us about it. We will be voting in November, and we encourage everyone to do so. It all comes down to who you want to be lied to for the next 4 years. Welcome. Welcome to Conservative Coffee Hour. I'm Stanley Smith. We started Conservative Coffee Hour 4 years ago as an attempt to make sense of the 2020 election and aftermath. We've spent a lot of time dissecting many, many topics. There is boilerplate answers to most of the topics, but everything is surrounded by a lot of cultural and political noise. It's a masking of topics to keep you from getting to the reality of the situation for fear of encouraging bad behavior. Hebrew scholar Amy Jill Levin calls this rabbinical fencing. It's rules on top of rules to keep you from getting even close to breaking the rules. We witnessed this at the vice presidential debate this week. Mr. Vance brought up mental health in relation to gun shootings. And Mr. Walz immediately tried to close that topic down out of fear of marginalizing the mentally ill. In similar manner, Mr. Walz cited the Bible, welcoming the stranger, to justify open borders. It's a gross distortion of biblical teaching. Tim tells us he believes he was a good teacher, but we have to wonder how true that is. Tim said his son was home alone, in danger, during the Capitol riots that took place in Washington and Minnesota. His son would have been 13 years old at the time. None of us want to be unkind. My relatives tell me that in Europe, they have like 20 political parties. It's very difficult to form a coalition. My cousins tell me they love America. We have the nicest people in the world and the worst politics. We have essentially one party here. It's very efficient. There was always a lot of political noise to give the impression that it was working, and it was working for a long time until it suddenly wasn't. Barack Obama thought he was a genius, but he was handed a script just like everyone else. It's hard to see when you're being played, even when you're a genius. It was all working until the government formed its own political class for its own benefit. Here in Illinois, in response, we have the General Jural Assembly, New Illinois, and Free Illinois, groups that formed in response, and groups that will not be going away anytime soon, regardless of what happens in November. Yes, the political climate has changed forever. We all notice it, and the jig is up. We're encouraging everyone to vote in November. Vote for whoever you feel more comfortable being lied to. And then the work that will continue after the election will be a natural part of the progression of this terrific experiment we call the United States of America. If you would like to join us at Conservative Coffee Hour, the Saturday call is every Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Time on Zoom. I will include my email in the description of this video. Be happy to send you an invitation. And I look forward to seeing you very, very soon.